Progress.
Quite loud today. All right, if you bring up on the bottom, we're going to go up a little bit. You see where it says participants? Yeah, and then put attendees off to the side. And then you see who's in the, so that's how we- not that one. And sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes it takes
looking at the
Sure.
on TV.
There you go.
We're gonna get smaller.
No,
Hey,
thank you.
Howard. I want to see about the talk.
I think you should speak.
Hello,
Hello.
There we go.
here I am. Oh, video.
Howard?
Oh, wait, I'm getting. Yeah,
I don't know how to control the volume.
Volume control on these,
Oh, there is something here.
Close to it.
Should I lower?
Let's see what happens.
Howard,
yes,
I'm trying to lower the volume. Say yes again.
yes. Am I
Yeah.
too loud?
I don't know.
We're just a bit tight.
Just
So
adjusting.
we're,
No, but, because I can lower my volume at this end.
No, it's working. It's lowering
No,
it.
you're doing good.
I did it. Keep talking,
Oh,
Howard. I think we're good. We're halfway.
yeah, hey,
Okay, good.
now we come tech support for the idea.
It worked.
executive session for the purpose of talking about increasing salaries for different people now, because
Yeah.
Lori's gonna be doing the.
That would be a union violation.
This salary would be easy, but just double what you're making now.
That's right.
0 plus 0 is 0, right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's the thing. So I guess. No, George, how are you? Yep. Okay. All right, just the stage for the order of the afternoon. Gonna do the local development corporation audit committee first. Then the audit committee for the IDA, and we'll go back into the LDC's meeting. And then we will go back to the IDA meeting. So. since Wednesday, November 16th, it is 12:34. This is the meeting of the audit committee, of the local development corporation. The following board members are here: Mr. Callahan, Gucci, Mr. Braun. We do have a quorum. On minutes of March 16th of 2020. Everyone, like a motion to accept, please. So moved. For a second.
Second.
Are there any comments, corrections? Hearing none. On the vote, Mr. Gucci? Yes. Mr. Callahan?
Yes.
Ms. Scheit? Everyone vote. Minutes are accepted. I'll turn it over to Lisa for the financial report.
Actually, I'm just gonna talk, since we're on the audit committee, about the audit, which is underway. Last year, they were required to rotate partners, so this year we have Jeff DeBoli back as the partner working on our audit. The fees increased by less than 2%. Last year it was $32.50. This year it's $33.15. It's in line with our budget. Fred signed the engagement letters, and we've started the interim work. And just keep an eye out. They're going to be sending the confirms pretty soon, and so if you can just get them back promptly, that helps. Does anybody have any questions about the audit?
Unless something's changed, this needs to be filed with Paris by the 31st of March. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, April 1st, but
Any questions about the audit? Okay. Are there anything else to be brought before the audit committee, Lisa? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved.
Second?
Thank you. Mr. Gucci?
Yes.
Callahan?
Yes.
Ms. Scheit?
Yes.
Ron votes yes. Mr. Pally?
Yes.
Motion carries. All right, it's now 12:36. Wednesday, November 16th. This is a meeting of the Audit Committee of the Industrial Development Agency in the town of Brookhaven. Following board members are present: Mr. Callahan, Mr. Gucci, Mr. Pally, Ms. Scheit. Dawn, quorum is present. Meeting of the meeting of March 16th, 2022 have been sent to everyone. Have a motion to accept those.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any questions or comments on the minutes? Hearing none on the vote. Mr. Callahan?
Yes.
Mr. Gucci?
Yes.
Mr. Valley?
Yes.
Ms. Scheit?
Yes.
Mr. Ron votes yes, and those are accepted. Lisa?
So, hey, Matt, we just started our external audit. And just like with the LDC, last year they rotated the partners. So we now have Jeff DeBoli back. The fee increased by less than 2%. It's in line with our budget. It's $22,545. They started the interim testing, and Fred just signed the engagement letters. And again, be on the lookout for the conference. If you can return them promptly, it's greatly appreciated. Does anybody have any questions about the IDA's audit?
Hearing none. Anything else to be discussed? Motion to adjourn the meeting of the Finance Committee.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. On the vote. Mr. Callahan?
Yes.
Mr. Gucci? Yes. Mr. Valley?
Yes.
Ms. Scheit?
Yes.
Mr. Vaughn? We are adjourned. We will now move into the regularly scheduled meeting of the Town of Brookhaven's Local Development Corporation. It is Wednesday, November 16th. It is 12:38 p.m. Following board members are present: Mr. Gucci, Ms. Scheit, Mr. Callahan, Mr. Pally, Mr. Braun. Quorum is present. Our minutes of our meeting of October 26th have been sent to everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That must be an old version of the agenda.
Yeah,
Oh,
we,
okay. We thought it was going to happen.
yeah.
I apologize. We'll pick that up next month. In that case, I will turn it over to you.
Okay, so included in your packets is the budget, the actual versus budget report for September 30th, 2022. Not a lot of activity to report. We received interest, and our expenses are in line with the budget. Any questions?
And it appears it will be very close to what we forecasted the budget, which is slightly over $100,000 loss for the year. Is there anything else?
So usually Lori says all payroll taxes and related withholdings have been paid timely in accordance with federal and state guidelines. All regulatory reports have been filed in a timely fashion.
Thank
And that's still true.
Is there anything else?
Do we have to adopt Lori's report? I guess not. You
In
accept it?
a brief report, sure.
Okay.
Motion to that effect?
So move.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
On the vote,
Yeah.
Mr. Gucci?
Yes.
Ms. Scheit?
Yes.
Callahan?
Yes.
Valley?
Yes.
Ron votes yes. CFO's report is accepted. Before we move further,
We
go ahead.
actually have two things. We got some information from Mather Hospital that I wanted to have Bill do a quick overview for the board. I'm mixing up my hospitals.
Let's call it one
And there's a-
community hospital.
There's a quick update on a hospital.
So, if you recall, when we did the bond financing for, Long Island Community Hospital, we discovered in our review that tax issues involving the prior bonds that were being refunded. years before that, they bought a facility on West Main Street, the dialysis facility. They sold it and it leased it back. And did not, they should have redeemed a portion of the bonds at that point. So those bonds were danger of going taxable. So we discovered it in refinancing, worked with the IRS for a solution, and that was accepted by the IRS. Tentatively accepted last week, or actually this week, up to the end of January to change their mind. Assuming, you know, we talked to the agent, they said so that was resolved. Otherwise, they would have voted the difference between taxes and taxable. Going over back to the 90s. We'll get a penalty.
Good job.
It could have been quite.
It was a lot of work and Bill and his team did a ton of work.
Was the hospital was required on the lease back to tell us of the problem? Or
Yes, well,
and they did not do
well,
that?
they didn't know about it.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was when bond of that facility was bond proceeds, we refinanced it. The underwriter at the time said, "Oh, when you were refinancing, you don't need, you have a mortgage on the hospital, you don't need a mortgage." So, right. So when they went to sell it, the council they looked at, there was no mortgage. It never occurred to him to just finance the bond proceeds. The CFO at the time, I think she thought it was an innocent mistake by the hospital to have made, discovered it, as you said, refinancing of those bonds. So this was not resolved at the time. It had to have been resolved. Refinance on a taxable basis could not have been financed. It's taken us over 2 years now. We discovered this in the spring of 2020. It's taken us to now to get this resolved with the IRS.
Okay. We do not have to recuse because there's no decision here, it's just information.
Yeah, just
And-
about to have
and the
some
hospital-
question.
I checked with him
The
before.
hospital's fully aware of this. This is all public information. But it did not help that we went through 3 or 4 different IRS tax persons. Every time we just get to a resolution of the issue, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it may transfer to another department, new person." Just start from scratch all over again. So finally, the 4th person was somebody, tax partner that I knew well. She used to be a bond attorney with a private practice.
Okay, good. And there was another solution too, would have been to identify capital assets
Which is what we finally did, but
in the beginning.
in the beginning, we probably could have resolved this because of bond financing and financing tax. It didn't happen.
So the only other item that I want to bring up is we are scheduled for our meeting on December 7th. And I'm thinking that unless there's some reason for us to meet
It's really sad.
for the
Yeah.
LDC, just for the LDC, but unless there's something comes up between now and then, I think I'm gonna cancel the December meeting unless if something happens and there's a need for it, of course, we'll schedule it, but just for timing, I
Okay.
think we need to have a meeting just to talk about
Well,
it.
actually, was something to update about Mather.
Right, there what? Okay, thank you, I'm not losing it.
So
Okay.
with Mather Hospital, if you recall, at the last meeting, you approved some technical amendments to their existing bond documents. That actually closed yesterday, so.
Doing a lot of work. They're doing a lot of work over there.
Yeah.
Inside and out. Trucks are in and out, in and out.
We may do this also into 2023, not that we skip every month or maybe every other month unless there's some activity that we need to discuss. Anything else?
No, that's all I have.
Motion to adjourn the meeting of the local development corporation.
So moved.
Thank you. Would you like the second?
I am happy to say,
On the vote then, Mr. Grucci?
yes.
Mr. Schneider? Mr. Callahan?
Yes.
Valley?
Yes.
One votes yes, we are adjourned. It's 12:46. This is Wednesday, November 16th. Meeting of Town of Brookhaven's Industrial Development Agency. Following board members are here. Mr. Grucci, Mr. Scheit, Callahan, Mr. Pally, Mr. Braun, a quorum is present. We can move right into the CFO report.
So I am going to do the CFO's report in Roy's absence. Included in your packet is the budget versus actual versus budget report for September 30th, 2022. We had a refinance, I'm sorry, fees for closing, an application and another project. And our expenses are all in line with our budget. I think it's pretty straightforward. Does anybody have any questions on it? Okay, hearing none, I am going to read the statement that Laura usually makes. All payroll taxes and related withholdings have been paid timely in accordance with federal and state guidelines. All regulatory reports have been filed in a timely fashion.
Lisa, do we have anything that's coming up that'll be closed in 22? Anything remaining to be closed in 22?
We hope so.
I am hopeful that we have quite a few projects that are ready to close. As you can see from the agenda, we have a bunch of resolutions that we're going to do, which is going to position us to be ready to close more projects. I have heard from some council that there are a couple that would like to close before the year end. So we're getting Bill and his team and Howard have been working diligently to have everything ready so that if the projects are ready to close, we're ready to.
You think we will wipe out that $81,000 loss by the end of the year?
I don't know.
We're running now on the expense side about $95,000 a month. So it's another 190, it's like 200,000 plus. So we need fees. 9 months, 3 months, make it so 300,000 plus that, we need almost $400,000 in fees to cover the loss. So we projected a break even, for 2023, we did project a loss. Just can't predict some stuff. It'll be close.
Okay, thank you.
It's usually accept.
Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
No, I
I
don't
need a motion to accept the.
So moved.
Thank you. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Marty. On the vote, Mr. Gucci,
Yes.
Mr. Strike,
Yes.
Mr. Callahan,
Yes.
Valley,
Yes.
Ron votes yes. Report is accepted.
Okay, we have some applications in your packets. The first one to discuss is CD Ramsey Realty. I know I saw that Drew Pressberg is waiting to join, so if you want to bring Drew in. I don't see his client, but so in your packets is the application for CD Ramsey Realty Creative Biolabs. This might sound familiar to some of you because we did a project with them a few years ago. I think it was 2018. We supported their project as they built a roughly 12,000 square foot facility at 17 Ramsey Road in the Shirley Tech Park. And they have come back to us and told us that they need another building on that same piece of property. They manufacture and distribute biologic proteins. So they're building, like I said, another building on that same parcel. It's roughly at 18,500 square foot facility. And the cost is $4,935,000. They currently employ 30 FTEs and they're going to add 8. They're requesting sales and use tax exemption, a pilot. And they've also requested that the 28 pilot is extended, so both are coterminous. Just so everyone knows that that pilot started in the 2019-2020 tax year. So this is the application, and Drew is available if anybody has any questions, or Drew, if there's anything that you want to add, let me know. I think you're on mute, Drew. Do you guys have any questions on the project?
I think if memory serves me correctly, they.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yep.
you can.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I had to go on. I couldn't hear you through the computer. I had to do it on my phone.
Okay.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Greg?
I think the original application said they were gonna have 23 employees, now they have 30, is that
I
correct?
thought it was 22, but yeah.
Okay.
So they have surpassed what they initially told us they would do.
Right, so what happened, they can't fit those employees. Now they have 30 people that they don't have the facilities to operate in the existing building. Just not big enough. So they're gonna move some of those existing excess employees into the new facility and then add to that as well.
Drew, a personal question, would you please ask them to maintain their landscape? Every time I
Sure.
go by, it looks terrible.
Oh, really? I've never seen it, so.
You gotta visit it someday.
Ironically, part of their whole original profile was they wanted to build this beautiful, this facility for their customers to be very impressed with. So that really surprises me because they're very, intent and on having a magnificent facility, but maybe not so much for the grass. But
It might also be because they're planning on this new building, so they might not want to deal with the grass if it's gonna be driven over. Just saying.
Yep, yep.
Too sweet, sorry.
But it's a separate facility. They're not extending. So just so you
No.
understand, they're building a freestanding building on the same lot. And they're doing that because they want to interfere with the labs that are in the existing building. They'd have to break through those and move those all around. So it's just easier, even though it costs more, to build a separate building than push out a wall.
This is being self-financed, is that correct?
Self-financed, no banking.
And the cost is what?
Just shy of 5 million.
Impressive, it is very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions from the board?
Very good project.
Hearing none, entertain a motion to accept the application.
And schedule the public hearing.
Correct. Thank you. So moved. To a second.
Second.
Thank you. On the vote, Mr. Grucci.
Yes.
Ms. Scheit.
Yes.
Mr. Callahan.
Yes.
Pally.
Yes.
Ron votes yes. The application is accepted.
Okay.
Thanks, Drew.
Thank you very
Good luck.
much. You don't need to entertain me. Everybody, enjoy lunch, enjoy the rest of your meeting.
Have a nice
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Okay, good
Thanks,
care.
Drew.
Thanks as always.
So the next item on the agenda is an application for Global Food Solutions. We're just here representing the project. I'll just give a quick overview. If you guys remember last meeting, they actually came in and, well, virtually came in and did a presentation. Now in your package, you actually have the application. So we have a couple of items or a couple of actions to do. The first is to accept the application, and just to remind everybody, they develop, manufacture, and distribute food for the school food service industry, actually in the food service industry at large. They are proposing the purchase of a roughly 50,000 square foot facility at 905 Waverly Avenue in Holtzville to function as their headquarters. They're currently in 2 facilities. The one in Islip, the lease is ending, and the one in Smithtown will be sold. They have 38 employees. They plan to add 25 full-time equivalent. It's roughly a $14 million project. They are planning on adding about 10,000 square feet onto the facility, but they want to get in and get operating first. They're requesting a sales and use tax exemption and a pilot. So the first item is to accept the application. Bruce, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, actually, that was perfect. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, there's point in time with a potential buyer for the Adams Avenue property, so I think it would just be a straight 1031.
Oh, perfect.
But I don't have enough information at this time. No contract.
So on the 2 facilities now, one you own and one you lease.
That's correct. The manufacturing facility is leased right now at Constance Court, and they own the facility at Adams Avenue.
And you're gonna get out of both of them.
Correct. And we're going to consolidate under one roof. And do the facility in Waverly Avenue.
So the resolution before you does contemplate, if they need to do it, is what's called a reverse 1031 exchange, because trying to sell that property and didn't have a buyer right away, you do it through exchange companies who can.
I just do straight.
So do you anticipate putting on another 22 or 25 more employees?
Yeah, that's correct. I believe it's
How
12
long
years.
of a period do you think it'll take to get to that 25?
I believe it'll take 2 years. I believe they plan on adding 12 FTEs in year 1 and then 13 in year 2.
Thank you.
And also Michael Levine is the CEO of Global Foods.
That's right.
He's overseas. isn't he?
That's correct.
So, and he was able to get in. so-
Oh, again, okay,
Yes.
welcome,
So.
welcome back.
So the
Thank you,
first-
everybody.
For all that, we should ask him a question.
Yes, that's right.
Well, we asked him a lot of
Last
questions.
month.
The last
Wasn't
meeting,
in his file, I
yes.
thought, wasn't it? Yeah,
Maybe we give him a break.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. If you guys have questions, ask, of course.
I think last month he explained everything, right?
Yeah.
We just didn't have the
The first
application.
question is, where is he?
He's in Barcelona right now.
Oh, nice, good for him.
Is the financing still going through the Farm Bureau or somebody else, or
At this point in time, I believe the plan is still working. with USDA,
USDA? Okay, thank you.
But nothing's been firmed up entirely. yet.
Understood.
So unless anybody has any other questions, the first piece is to accept the
Accept the
application.
So moved.
Second,
Thank you.
reverse the vote, Mr. Fallon,
Yes.
and Mr. Callahan,
Yes.
Mr. Strike,
Yes,
Mr. Grucci.
Yes.
Ron votes yes. Application is accepted.
Okay, so then the next item is we held the public hearing. Since we had this conversation last meeting, you guys told me to schedule the public hearing. The CBA and the pilot are included in your packets. There was no comments at the public hearing. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And then the last piece is to accept the final authorizing resolution.
Motion.
So moved.
Thank you. Second? And Marie with a
second,
mouthful.
yes.
Sorry about that. Mr.
Yes.
Grucci,
Yes.
Mr. Strike,
Yes,
Callahan,
Yes.
Ally? Yes. Ron votes yes. Yeah. All set, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy
Take
Thanksgiving.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Safe
Have fun
travels.
in Barcelona.
Thank
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
To me, Barcelona, Farming Village, one of the same.
I've never been to Barcelona, so I can't speak to that.
For those who aren't here last month, that building is Weiss Instrument, which is a project we did years ago. Yeah, it's probably early nineties, I'm sure. Wow, a long time ago. Yeah. I should see it coming back around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have all went to Barcelona to be accommodating.
Had we known.
You haven't been to Barcelona. so much.
I think you're all set, Michael. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
So the next item on the agenda is a subtenant application that we received. This is for the 44 Ramsey Road Frank Lowe facility. They have a company called Galaxy Group that is would like to rent about 10,000 square feet of office space. Galaxy Group is a facility maintenance company, and they have 3 FTEs, and they're planning on adding 8 to 10 more. And this is a subtenant application.
We were working on a revised or something application. We there yet?
No.
No,
But we're
okay. We
close.
gotta bring it back tonight.
Yeah, we're close. I actually.
Good tester.
Yes, but you wouldn't know
Thank you.
that. I'm terrible at it.
Your motion to accept that application.
Don't move.
Second,
Second.
thank you, Marty. Mr. Gucci,
Yes.
Mr. Shea,
yes,
Mr. Callahan,
Yes.
thank you.
Mr. Valley.
Yeah.
Ron votes yes. Thank you.
Especially with that.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
And then you have a resolution for that too.
Yes, thank you. Resolution,
Absolutely.
after you accepted the application. And then motion.
Oh,
Go down.
Second, Mr. Valley,
Yes.
Mr. Callahan,
yes.
Mr. Shea,
Yes,
Mr. Gucci,
Yes.
Ron votes yes.
Okay, thank you. The next item, okay, so we did global food solutions resolution. Okay, and 44 Ramsey. Yeah. The next item on the agenda is the BLSF Brookhaven Landfill Solar Farm LLC project. Just to remind everybody, this is a solar farm on the capped portion of the town landfill. We received a letter, it's included in your packet, explaining that there was a change in their ownership structure. So we did another public hearing. The CBA and the pilot are included in your packets, and the public comments are also included in your packets. And the resolution on the table is for, I guess, a supplemental final authorizing resolution
That's a change in ownership.
because of the change in ownership.
So nothing's changed besides the ownership.
Correct.
Yes, yes. Does anybody have any questions?
If not, motion.
So move.
Thank you, Anne Marie. Second.
Second,
Thank you, Mike. Mr. Ritchie,
Yes.
Ms. Scheit,
Yes.
Mr. Callahan,
yes.
Valley, yes, Ron votes yes. By the way, you won't get a transcription from these minutes, for these meetings rather, so you'll get Joss's summary version next time around.
Okay. Oh, really?
Well, only because we don't have any board members
On Zoom.
on Zoom.
Oh,
Oh.
save some money, pay for a lunch.
So if we had just one on Zoom, you'd still have to do the transcript.
Yeah, we're gonna qualify that.
Not
That,
sure.
that was our understanding, but
What copy of it?
yeah, we brought Daniel in, but you guys just asked everything without any questions, so thank you, Daniel. The next item on the agenda is the Hydro Metal Holdings Boilermatic Welding Industries project. This is a request for an assignment, an assumption of an existing agreement. You saw the application at our last meeting. They're a mechanical construction company. And they're planning on purchasing the 20 Pinehurst Drive project. They have requested that they can just take over the benefits. Marty, I think you should probably recuse from this
What's
one.
that? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll come and get you. So they have just asked if they could take over the existing benefits for this project.
There's no reason to do it, except to recuse.
Which one is this?
Hydro Metals.
Hydro Metals, this 20 Pinehurst Drive
It's Phillips.
Oh, yeah, that was my nephew's old.
Yeah.
previously,
Yeah.
an owner ago.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
No,
but, so they're taking over the pilot and we gave them the option for additional sales tax. That was all contemplated in the cost benefit analysis and in the public hearing notice. We had a public hearing, there were comments, they are included in your packet.
a significant number of employees. Do it.
Yes, hold on,
No,
I can tell you.
I think it's 70.
They are going to retain 56 and create 14. And that is 70. Yep. Good enough.
Sometimes.
So that's a final authorizing resolution.
In motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Felix. Second? Second. Thank you. Vote, Mr. Gucci,
Yes.
Ms. Scheit,
Yes.
yes, go on, motion carries.
Okay, thank you. The next item on the agenda is Peconic River Energy Storage Project.
Can we let Marty come back?
Oh, yeah, we
Hey,
can.
Marty.
We're gonna have a buzzer.
You were shot
You
color.
know, you sit
You
sit in the penalty box and
Yeah.
when did you come back
The
in?
lights went out.
It's very easy to
Something
talk.
like that.
There was some discussion about that.
Anne Marie.
Yes.
Always,
There we go.
always.
So just to remind you, this is a 150 megawatt battery energy storage system project in Manorville. The cost benefit analysis and the pilot are included in your package. We had a public hearing, there were no comments. So this is also a final authorizing resolution.
Motion,
So move.
thank you. Second,
Second.
Thank you. Gucci,
Yes.
check,
Yes.
Callahan,
Yes.
Charlie,
Yes,
Ron, votes yes, that motion carries.
these projects are becoming very, I was gonna use the word popular, I'm not sure popular is the appropriate term.
Crucial is
Yeah, that's, yes,
Yeah.
so, yes, there are gonna be a lot of them.
There has to be, because, we're doing that Sunrise Wind, and all these other.
Yeah.
We almost need megawatt for megawatt. Actually, we need more than that. A lot of these capacity to store for about 4 hours,
Right,
and you have a dark winter night, you know, 12 hours of darkness, so you have a night, there's no wind. Solar's not working, the wind's not working.
This is a great project.
You need these projects.
yeah,
Because it's a site that's been it's got an old CEU and it's been a mess for years. It's over cleared in the Pine Barrens, so they're replanting what should have never been cleared. It's
Right.
gonna look so much better.
And I think upstate,
It's a
sounds like
great,
upstate's
great
starting to wake up to some of this stuff too.
Well, what they've actually done upstate is when somebody is building a solar farm, they're co-locating and co-owning the battery storage.
Yeah.
on there. So what they're doing
Yeah.
is so if the system is not taking their electricity, they store it themselves and they sell it to the system actually at a higher rate than it would have been sold their power.
but they're doing both issues on the same property.
Same property, same owner.
We,
so
well, we
makes
have a
sense.
couple applications here on
Yeah.
ours in Manorville and the one in Padua.
Well, they're
They've
perfect.
never built them yet, but they did.
Yeah, we have them.
A Jill does.
But they're different owners. So the
Yeah,
solar,
it's the
the
same one.
solar would sell the power to the grid. They buy power from the grid, and then sell it back to the grid.
Yeah.
But if
The
you.
one in Manorville is on the same owner. It's a
Yeah,
Jill.
so those, and they don't have to put into the grid, so that they actually have more. Right. More control over the ultimate cell.
Well, they're also as, they're great opportunities for redevelopment of old properties.
That one's a great one.
Yeah.
Great opportunities for that.
You can even put them, things like any of these old strip malls. So
Yeah,
those-
they need. Yeah. They're perfect opportunities.
So you said they're good for 4 hours or
So
so?
a lot of them are not, they.
Depends how many.
Yeah, how big they are. So you've got, say, 120 megawatt, they can store 120 megawatts. The question is how quickly it goes back into the grid.
It's, they put more than one. So they'll have at certain sites.
Just
4
for
or 5.
curiosity's sake, if it lasts for 4 hours, we don't have the solar obviously because it's at night and the wind is dead. What do they do at 4 o'clock? They kick in the old fossil fuel generator?
Well, there's still fossil fuel peaker plants on Long Island.
Yes.
And you still, we have Caithness one, which we did here. We still have the 3 legacy local plants in Jefferson.
They don't go on.
On the landing and-
Yeah.
And those go down, those are eventually phased out. soon.
Yeah, they don't put the full check on there.
Right. Which is why they got a reduction in their taxes.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Eventually, they'll be gone.
Yeah.
Jim Lyons legacy.
That'll be redeveloped into something, maybe battery storage.
Yeah.
That will probably be some kind of battery storage or. Maybe a combination of fuel cells and battery storage.
Bless you. No,
No,
National
National
Grid.
Grid, National Grid owns that.
Bless you.
But LIPA pays the taxes, which is why those reduction came from LIPA. Right. Okay, next.
Okay, we are,
But they are a necessary component.
Absolutely.
It's like
More
that, they only use it 15 days a year.
thank you, everybody. The next item on the agenda is the Sunrise Wind 22 Research Way project. This is the operations and maintenance facility that will support the cable project. So this is the 22 Research Way facility. Included in your packet is the cost benefit analysis in the pilot. We have the public hearing. There were no comments. And this, again, is a final authorizing resolution.
I'll make a motion to accept.
So this is, it says here 60 jobs. So those 60 jobs are at Research Way. They're not
Yes.
connected to the
Yes.
pilot project itself.
Well,
They're there.
They're there, they are connected to.
No, I
the-
understand they're
yeah,
connected,
okay.
but
But they're at
they're
the
located
hills.
there.
Yes.
And that's my question.
Yes.
Okay.
Except when they're floating on the, under the.
Yeah, I understand, right,
Yeah.
right, yeah, right,
So technically, the underground cable has no.
right,
It's not even the inverter station is all.
okay,
Yeah, this is.
okay.
So
We're bringing in the representative from Sunrise Wind, so if you guys have questions for her.
That memory serves me, we explored this pretty well.
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
I think they were-
Okay.
Motion, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Second.
Second,
Vote. Mr. Gucci,
Yes.
Ms. Shank,
Yes,
Callahan,
Yes.
Mr. Fallon,
yes.
I vote yes. Motion carries.
Thank you, everybody. We did the 44 Ramsey. So the next item on the agenda is biocogent. So to remind everybody, this is a project out of the Stony Brook incubator. They purchased a facility and they have come to us and asked if we would extend their completion date. Their completion date is set for the end of 2022. They're requesting an extension to the end of 2024 for both their completion date and their sales and use tax, and also their job creation. Their letter was included in your packets, and this is a resolution. On the table is the resolution to extend their completion. Feedback and sales and use and job creation.
So bad for this guy. I mean, even when I was a charter on between 2013 and 2017, he was looking for. Found this building,
very long
and now he
time.
can't get everything he needs done, but good people still in the incubator. so
Yeah, he's still in, he's actually in that new building, the Innovation Discovery Center, the third building in the
You
R&D
mean
park.
actually using it for what it's supposed to be?
He's using it. He's the only one that's using it for what it was intended to be. You didn't hear me say that. Yeah, he's in the high bay part of it because of the height of the tanks that he uses.
Mitch pointed out to me, the state owns that building, not Stony Brook, is that correct?
I believe the state owns that still,
Weird.
but that's,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, we were, you know, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully.
And
get
it was built with tax exempt bonds.
That's
with
correct.
taxable
that's
bonds,
correct.
because it was going to be able to accommodate.
That was the intent.
Yep. Mhm.
Sometimes intent doesn't always work, but that was the intent.
The owl?
Sometimes it takes longer.
It does
to
work
get-
well, though. I mean, it serves its purpose. Somebody from that.
I'll move the
Yeah.
extension.
Thank you.
Move the extension.
Second?
Second.
Extension to December 24th.
It is Howard's project. I don't think Howard's making the feedback. though.
Somebody.
Hello, Howard.
we're blaming him.
On the vote, Mr. Ritchie,
Yes.
Ms. Shank,
Yes.
Callahan,
Yes.
Sally,
Yes,
one vote yes.
No, And this, we've done these two biotech projects. We did the two energy projects. Brookhaven is really dealing with the industries of the future.
Yeah. Did they ever reopen up that place at Stony Brook Incubator with the cooking and all? I saw an article there. They didn't say anything about.
I have been
went
staying
on
as far
fire or
away
something?
from, yeah, they're, one of the ovens cooked, yeah.
But that was a
And the-
couple months ago.
Yeah, I have no.
They were talking about some of the subtenants are losing money because it's the restoration company in there. And it can-
Okay, so did we pass that?
Yes, we did.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted. The next item on the agenda is Middle Country Meadows, sorry. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna take this out of, yeah, I'm gonna take it out of order because we have an old agenda too. United League Project,
I know.
this is a resolution, in your packets is a request from them to extend their completion date to October of 2023. They have had a series of unfortunate events. And we just, he needs a little bit more time to complete his project, and this again is Howard's project, if anybody has any questions, but he makes products for the Asian foods industry
So the extension is to when?
to October of 2023.
And Lisa, also to extend the FTE.
Yes, the
Yes.
completion and the job creation.
Okay. Motion? So moved, thank you.
Second,
Mr. Grucci?
Marty,
Yes. Ms. Scheid?
Yes.
Mr. Callahan?
yes.
Valley? Yes. Ron votes yes.
Okay, the next item is Middle Country Meadows. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that we sent a termination letter to Middle Country Meadows. This is the apartment complex on 25 in Selden on the north side. And it was because they failed to provide the required insurance, and they cured it. We have the required insurance. So although we sent the termination letter, we got everything. Well,
This is one of Jimmy Thomas's projects.
yes, we sent it. It was, we requested, followed up, we requested, made phone calls. And then when we weren't getting what we needed, we sent termination.
Which is what we should be doing, right?
Well, we need insurance.
He's got two buildings out that went by yesterday.
Yeah.
Looks very, very nice. Don't forget, he's also promised a lot of stuff for the community. All field, with walking
Yeah,
paths,
yeah.
a bunch of stuff, so.
Yep. Let's see what happens.
See how it plays out.
So this one is now irrelevant.
Correct.
This is just an
Right,
FYI,
no, okay,
because
right,
they
fine.
cured it before
We could have our
Fine.
meeting.
the term of the,
Fine,
yeah.
okay,
No
before
further, hopefully no further action.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Hopefully.
yes.
okay.
So there's one more item that's not on your agenda, and I just got the application yesterday, so I apologize, I don't have a lot of information. But we got an application from Port Jefferson Commons, which is a CDC and Conifer partnership. Just to remind everybody, we did the Wind Quorum project in Quorum with CDC and Conifer and 100% affordable apartment complex. And then we also did Port Jefferson Crossing with CDC and Conifer, another 100% affordable apartment complex. And this is adjacent to that facility in Port Jefferson. And they sent in their application and they would like a letter outlining basically the parameters of what.
Yeah, so they need to do filing with the state to get certain tax credits and so forth. And the state wants a letter, has requested a letter from the IDA saying that this project fits within the IDA's intent.
Is that the one right next to the railroad track? The one I was
Yeah.
talking before?
The
They-
bar, and the whole thing.
So it's
That's-
built,
that's
it's
the one
fully
that's built.
enclosed and everything.
No, it's,
But-
there you go.
This is a second project.
This is
Next.
new.
Oh, where's this one?
Right next to it.
Just next to it, north
Oh,
of
they have the
it,
fence over, okay, okay.
She's just, yeah, she's just waiting
towards the, towards.
to water.
Towards the
downtown.
harbor, so
Towards
the
the
first
harbor.
building's
Oh,
done,
okay.
which we did, that has nothing to do with what we did already, now they want another one next.
Yes.
It's just,
Yes.
she may even have it by now waiting for the CO, so they could, I think it's a lottery.
Yes.
And what's gonna be next door, the exact same thing?
Similar.
Similar. I
Okay.
just got the application yesterday, so I don't know how many apartments. I don't have,
Well, it's not a significantly big site,
no.
so the number of apartments is not gonna be.
This one, the first one was
Significant.
32.
You're welcome.
No,
It
That's
just,
right.
that whole neighborhood needs to be cleaned up, so
Without
whoever
a
does,
doubt.
Yes.
whoever
Without a
does
doubt.
with it, I grew up in the village,
Yeah.
and whatever they do is it.
Yeah.
Does this fit our UTAP?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So, Bill just would like you guys to be aware prior to us sending a letter.
It's a little bit the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
The plan is next month to accept the application off of public hearing, and then it'll come back sometime. Final authorized resolution, but they're kind of under the gun to get this letter in by the end.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were at least aware, December 7th, you will get the,
We don't
in
need,
advance, you'll get the full
just need a
application.
consensus. I don't think we need a full resolution. No.
Just
That's
for
fine.
the board.
Anything they do up there is, well, they'll be.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. So we will draft a letter and send it. The only, so we have two items. I just want to remind everybody that December 7th, the time of our meeting will be determined soon. kind of depending on how much business we have, so that we can kind of segue from one meeting to dinner.
Another.
Yeah. So kind of leave your afternoon, if you don't mind, a little bit flexible. But that's our next meeting is December 7th. So we do have something we need to discuss.
Now, is that gonna be at?
So we'll have
No,
our
meeting
meeting
will be
here. Yeah.
Okay. That one is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we can time it right, we'll go right from
Fine,
here to there.
okay, fine,
That's my plan.
okay.
And we do have one item that we need to discuss in executive session, so can we do the same thing that we did last time and just close out the meeting and then go into executive?
There's nobody online, right?
You vote to go out, you vote to go to executive session, you have to say why you go to executive session.
Okay.
So there's an executive session, then you come out. you go to executive session, and then vote.
So, Amy's not here, we can go back into this meeting. I was just gonna go. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay. Okay. All right,
So we
so
need a motion to go into executive session.
to discuss potential litigation.
Motion, so moved. Thank you.
Felix seconds.
Yes, I
Lisa,
Ruchi?
Lisa, do you want me to call in?
Yes,
You want me to
please.
call in?
Oh,
it right now.
why don't I
Should I-
just call?
Yes.
I'll just call.
Yes.
I got it, don't even.
Mitch says yes.
Yes, yes.
I say yes as well.
Executive session.
All right.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Wow.
Were you cleaning up the office and that popped
No.
out somewhere?
We've had them around for a
Oh,
long time.
still got the gold shovel?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so